days. And the one guy, not to like throw B under the bus or anything, but like he was like
a big baby.
He was like the definition of like a simp. Like he would do anything, and then like when it wasn't going his way, instead of being like, you know, like shutting it down and having a backbone, he would cry and throw temper tantrum.
See, a lot of guys think that, oh, let me just be nice to her. Let me be a white knight and defend me lady's honor. Let me just protect her. Let me just be her freaking emotional tampon. Let me be her servant. Let me just kiss her and lick her boots. Let me just be her personal butler. In the real world, it is the exact opposite how it works.
Do not come. Do not come.
I'm gonna come.
He's intriguing.
Yeah, and he's more intriguing because he doesn't look at us. He doesn't give a about us. You know, puts us into into our place a little bit.
He doesn't need to try.
Okay.
He needs to definitely act as if he doesn't even like her a little bit. It makes women like more attracted to you. I know that's what works for me. Like, I'm like, why didn't he try me? Right? So I was just telling him, you know, like, flirt with her, but don't be too aggressive. Have some drinks. By the end of the night, she's gonna be all over you.
Because
like
he's
it's the unknown. It's like the thoughts you create in your head that make God. I mean, given he could be totally weird,
or a jerk. He could be an asshole. We're just describing the
when you
physical.
don't know and you just see someone and you kind of create your own scenario or story in your head about like who they are, it makes them so much hotter. Like,
Please open your sacred cheek slaying scrolls to scroll 555. Long ago in the forbidden ancient cheek slaying scrolls of the Ming Dynasty, General Zhao had words of enlightenment for his cheek slaying disciples. My cheek slaying warriors. In the ancient cheek slaying scrolls 555, it states, if you are a man of mystery, you shall make her guts wet and slippery. And you shall pommerize the cheeks with ferocious delivery. And the cheek slamming demolition shall be in your victory. This is the power of the cheek slaying ministry. This is the secret to the cheek slaying wizardry. The tales of the cheek slayer shall go down in history. A word from our cheek slaying general, Leonidas.
Spartans! What is your profession?
Digging out guts and slaying cheeks.
Digging out guts and slaying cheeks!
My cheek slaying warriors. Simping is a disease, but with the Gospels, we found the vaccination. It is the answers to the cheek slaying equation. This shall fix the simping complication. Thou shalt put an end to the simp civilization. From today forward, it shall be a cheek slaying obliteration.
Face obliteration!
Let the cheek slayers rise from every single nation, and you shall build an 1,000 girl rotation. This shall be a cheek slayer invasion.
This is where they die! And these shields, boys!
My cheek slaying warriors, I only hope for one thing, that our cheek slaying soldiers become reunited to fight against the evil force of feminism. All men are born to die. Many of us just want to get laid and have some pussy. And we carry with us always. Some of us men We shall live by the cheeks and die by the cheeks. My cheek-slaying warriors. You go out to the cheek-slaying fronts, you fight with honor and you die with honor. It might be mine today, yours tomorrow, then so be it. It matters not. But what matters is that in your hearts, that you know that you are a cheek slayer. We are cheek slayer united. Don't fight for yourself, but fight for your cheek-slaying brothers. My cheek-slaying warriors. You go out to the cheek-slaying fronts and you slay some goddamn cheeks.
You be ferocious. You be relentless.
Yeah, hey, that's, hey.
Motherfucker.
My cheek-slaying Spartans. Let me take you to the cheek-slaying fronts. My cheek slayers, roll out.
Please don't wake me, that's the only time I see you. My favorite señorita, she the first one.
My cheek-slaying Spartans. I welcome you guys to the Cheek-Slaying Council. And may you guys rise up in rank and shall be granted the rank of a cheek-slaying master. But for now,
you are on this council, but we do not grant you the rank of master.
In today's segment, in Ancient Cheek-Slaying Scroll 1, we are going to be breaking down the text game, what we like to call Cheek-Slaying Mysterio. But first, I summon down Bishop Alpha Male Strategies. Bishop Alpha Male Strategies. You may now have the Father's blessings.
If you use this shit, you're an evil person. But we don't love them hoes, so let's talk about it.
So today's segment, we are going to be breaking down 3 variations of the text message. So the first segment I want you guys to pay attention to. So I want you guys to pay attention to this girl's text message. Pay attention to how dull and how boring she is. It's like I'm talking to a freaking stone, because in the Cheek-Slaying Constitution, verse 777, it states, if her text message are boring and short, my cheek-slaying disciples, you mission abort.
Bye, Felicia.
You discard her like a moldy slice of pizza.
Bye, Felicia.
Because that is low interest. My cheek-slaying warriors, I want you guys to feast your eyes upon this second text message. This is an example of a woman with high interest, because a woman with high interest will make more effort. Because in the Cheek-Slaying Constitution, verse 888, it states, if she is quick to respond and her messages are sweet, nice, and long, my brother, she shall suck your shalom.
Suck your shalom.
My cheek-slaying disciples, now that we've conducted our CSI, cheek-slaying investigation, we broke down the text message with low interest and we broke down the text message with high interest. So what we're gonna do now is we're gonna combine it all together and create a cheek-slaying Mysterio.
Listen to me very carefully.
I want you guys to pay attention very closely, because look at this text message here. I start off by saying, hey, what's up? I'm Ray. What do you like doing in your spare time? So the number one concept of building mystery, becoming an unknown to a woman, is mastering your masculine frame. What you guys know it to be as alpha. Because what you guys need to understand about an alpha is that an alpha does not need to be the center of attention. The alpha does not talk about himself. He does not need to brag about himself, because people hate people who just brag about themselves. What the alpha does so well is that he makes people feel special and wanted around them. How does the alpha do this? He's genuinely curious about other people. He asks people questions. That is a great charisma tip, because if you ask people questions, This means they talk about themselves. And what you guys need to understand about people, especially women, they love to talk about themselves. It's called the 80-20 rule. 80% she does all the talking and you 20%. Because the more she talks, the less you gotta talk. And the less you gotta talk, she barely even knows you. And the more a woman talks, the more comfortable she gets around you. Because in Cheek Slang Gospels, chapter 9, verse 99. If a woman feels comfortable and safe around a dude, you shall expect to see her butt-ass naked and nude. And then this lovely lady decides to respond back with, "Hi, nice to meet you. I like to spend time with my family or friends or just do some self-care. What about you?" And it's always a good sign when a girl is asking questions back. It's a sign of interest. But I want you guys to pay attention when she says, "I like to spend time with family." Keep that in the back of your mind. Then I respond back with, "In my free time, I enjoy going to the gym, listening to music, and going on spontaneous adventures with friends." That's good that you're family oriented. Do you have a big family? Did you guys see how I did that? Let me explain. Because in order to have a successful conversation with a girl, it's like building a bridge. She says one thing, and you have to build a bridge to get to the next conversation. What you guys need to understand is that when a woman talks, you have to listen. I saw that she's family oriented. So I'm a big family guy. And it's always good when a woman has a healthy relationship with her family. It's a good sign. So what I did was I built a bridge to get to the next conversation. Did you get that? Because nothing is more sexier to a woman than a man who has conversation skills. It's a sign of social intelligence. Let me show you guys this video.
Words and like around other
people.
Yeah,
or like good with strangers. Like I feel like that's such a turn on when someone you start dating and they're like really good with people that like they're just a good talker. Like
yeah,
it's a turn on, but
for sure.
Because in the ancient Cheek Slang scrolls of the Ming Dynasty, it states, if you are a man with charisma and you know how to talk, the ladies shall flock and she shall charm the cock.
She about to butt, my finger rap, she about to butt.
Because what you guys need to understand about woman and feminine energy, they love to connect and they love to bond, and they do that by talking. Guys, a woman can talk all day. That's why they cannot be alone. They need to talk and connect with somebody. But men, we don't like to talk. That's why men can be alone. Women can't. But let's proceed with the conversation. So she responds back with, "Oh, nice. Not really. What about you?" Then I respond back with, "Yeah, I got a really big family." So I saw in her dating profile that she had a Spanish flag. So she's Mexican. So what I did was I tried to establish some common ground. And usually Mexican families, man, you show up to a Mexican party, they got like 50 brothers, 50 cousins. In the name of the Cheek Slang Gospels, did she say she was Hispanic? Oh, Señor Javier, tocar musical, por favor. In the Cheek Slang Gospels, it states, if she is Spanish, she has them ass cheeks shaped like 2 planets. She is thicker than a bowl of oatmeal. She is thicker than a Snicker. Mi hermanos, if she is a spicy señorita, and if she is Latina, she can twerk on this wiener.
Hey man, he learned from the best. The Cheek Slayer. She about to butt, my finger rap, she about to butt.
Mi hermanos, if you give off that alpha aura, she shall charm the cobra.
You like that? You like that?
And then I say, I thought usually traditional Mexican families got hella big ass families. And then I ask her, "Habla español? You speak Spanish? Because it's so sexy to me when you're digging out Latina guts." She's like, oh, papi.
Say my name.
I swallow cup.
Hey, you're goddamn right.
And then she responds back with, haha, well, I have a lot of family on my dad's side, but we're not close. She says, sí, ¿y tú? Good sign, she speaks Spanish. And then, I decided to crack a little joke, to see if we're on the same level, because I need a girl with a sense of humor. And I told her, have you seen the memes on IG?
This is one hell of a fiesta.
And then I hit her with a little Spanish suavemente. I was like, sí, señorita, yo hablo español. ¿De dónde eres? That means, yes, I speak Spanish. Where are you from? And God knows I failed Spanish class in high school. But when it comes to slaying cheeks, it's like all the Spanish just rejuvenates and just... Brain blast! And just comes back to me. And then she says, ha ha ha, oh my God, I know. She's laughing because in the cheek slaying constitution, verse 12, chapter 12, if you can make her laugh, you shall have access to the vaginal path. In the cheek slaying constitution, chapter 13, verse 13, if you can make her giggle, you shall make the cheeks jiggle.
About the butt, my finger about the butt.
So me and this lovely lady have been exchanging conversations back and forth. She texts me back, I text her back. It's like a game of tennis. It takes two to tango. So I want you guys to pay attention very closely what I'm about to do now.
Take a seat, young Skywalker.
So what you guys need to understand about texting. The phone should be utilized as a tool to get the number and set the date. Watch very carefully. So I texted the next morning. I hit her with a little Spanish. I'm on my fucking Rico Suave shit. I was like, buenos dias. That's dope. I'm from Pleasanton. How do you like it out there in Santa Rosa? Isn't it close to SJ? And then she says, good afternoon. It's all right. It's closer to Novato. Then I say, hey, just got off work. I've never been out there in Santa Rosa before. What's your number? Let's talk off here. I shoot my shot.
Perfect.
And Shazam, motherfucker! So, judging by this woman's interest, I'll probably get the sweet taste of ass cheeks. I'll probably get very close on the first date, but the second date, I'm in there. I'm getting the sweet taste of ass cheeks. So, I'm not gonna marry her. I'm not gonna make her my wife. I'm just trying to get inside them guts. See, I want you guys to go out, have fun, and shoot your shot.
You maneuvered through all her shit tests, you shoot your shot, and you reached our promised land. Go, go. Hit your celebration, my cheek slain disciples. You earned it. Yes, point to the fans. Do your dance. You shoot your shot in life. This is what happens. You fuck that bitch to sleep and you celebrate. Point to the fans. Legends say that this man is still going.
Because
like
he's
it's the unknown. It's like the thoughts you create in your head that make God, given he could be totally fucking weird.
Or a jerk. He could be an asshole.
He
Who
could
the
be
fuck
an asshole.
knows? We're just describing the
when
physical.
you don't know and you just see someone and you kind of create your own scenario or story in your head about like who they are, it makes them so much hotter. Like,
well, I think it's very natural for people to have fantasies.
Oh,
like
yeah.
fantasy thoughts. And like I feel like it's one of those things like where, when people say like, oh, the sexual tension between girls and guys in the gym or on an airplane, whatever, like it's one of those things that like, who knows if that sexual tension is reciprocated.
It's not mutual.
So the reason why a lot of women tend to gravitate towards the guys who are mysterious, the unknown, the guys who she can't figure out, because the majority of these guys, they have a very strong masculine frame. Because you see these traits in the Pookie and Ray Rays, the thugs, the drug dealers, the fuck boys. Because if you guys think of masculine energy, it's not showing any weakness. It's not showing any emotions. Because if you're a man not showing any emotions to a girl, it makes her feel uncertain, where she does not know where she stands with you. And she's thinking about, oh my God, does he like me? Does he like me? And when a woman's thinking about you, you are engaging her emotions. Because what you guys need to understand is that women are emotional creatures. And if you are a guy who can engage a woman's emotions, she is going to fall in love with you. Because women today, they get bombarded with simps pouring their emotions to her. Oh, why don't you text me back? I want you to be my girlfriend. I'm a little fucking weenie. See, what you guys need to understand, in the Cheek Slaying Gospels, chapter 20, verse 2, if you can hold a strong masculine frame, her guts you shall dig out and rearrange.
She's about to butt my finger rip. She's about to.
Because a lot of guys today, they think that if they can just pour their emotions out to her, oh baby, I love you.
Oh girl, let me give you a kiss. That is good. Mwah. That one's got it. Whoa. That's got it. Whoa. That's got it. Whoa. I fell on my booty.
Thank you. And some of my friends do this. They have not talked to the girl before. They seen her for 1 second. They're like, oh, I want to marry you. I love you so much. Here's my left testicle. What the flying fuck? See, a lot of guys think that, oh, let me just be nice to her. Let me be a white knight and defend me lady's honor. Let me just protect her. Let me just be her freaking emotional tampon. Let me be her fucking servant. Let me just kiss her and lick her boots. Let me just be her personal butler.
Right?
Right?
Wrong.
In the real world, it is the exact opposite how it works. A woman is going to be more attracted to a guy in his masculine frame because she already has a pussy. Don't be another pussy. A woman will punish you for giving off boyfriend vibes. Allow me to show you this clip.
It's this whole thing. I started dating both of them because there's so much to it, but like the B guy was like super nice and super innocent, had no experience. Like I was his first for everything. And then the J guy was kind of like more of like badass. And like the connection that I had with him from the moment I saw him was like one that I've never had before. So like, I think that I knew I wanted him, but I knew he was bad news because like he left the girlfriend at the time for me. And that's never a good sign. Like, yeah, you know what I mean? He was like pretty much like a cheater, like not really a loyal guy. We had a lot of like issues, like bad commitment issues over there. And then the B guy is like super nice. And I feel like I would like lean on the B guy when I was upset about the J guy. And like, yeah, I mean, there was one Easter that I literally, when I tell you was, and their houses were like in the same neighborhood too. And on an Easter, I was going back and forth between each one's family like multiple times that day.
Oh, sluts.
Because in the Cheek Slaying Gospels, chapter 30, verse 3, if you give off boyfriend vibes, the ass cheeks shall never subscribe.
Access denied.
What you guys need to understand about the players, the fuckboys, the alphas, is that they let the girl know up front that they are just the type of guy she will have fun with. And what you guys need to understand is that girls just want to have fun. They want to go out, slay the dragon, and go out and charm as many cobras as possible.
Hey, sweetheart, I got a surprise for you. Why won't you suck and charm this cobra?
You will get more ass cheeks being a woman's boy toy than coming off as a boyfriend vibe. So you have to switch it up.
You gotta switch it up on a bitch.
Because a woman will punish you for being and coming off as a boyfriend. So, fellas, that's it for today's video. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. But before I end this video, please do not pull a Skippy.
But you look absolutely gorgeous. I've I've loved everything about you being my date tonight. I'm not gonna lie, I was hoping for the kiss.
I was hoping for the kiss.
And I'm not even sure if I'm ruining it now by even saying that.
I believe I can fly.
But
Access denied.
I'm super thrilled just that we're on a date. You're absolutely gorgeous, and you were my date to this tonight. You are awesome as can be.
You're awesome as can be.
Please do not pull a Skippy. I will come out of this camera and smack the shit out you.